Hi there. I'm wanting to do a little quick talk, and I want to talk about physicality. I want to talk about how form, comes into being, and the physicality that's apparent, is because it works within a nothing, a no time. See, time that we perceive makes us think that something has to go on a certain journey for a certain amount of time, which is our imagination, but there is no time. Albert Einstein once said that all time is an illusion. And the form, and this is also, I believe, in quantum physics, which is a branch of science, not in mainstream science, because they don't know about this information, or they won't speak of it. Some scientists do, they go off and they write books on this stuff, but yet the exact same information that this is basically a quantum nothing. And the form and the shapes come into play because within nothingness is an infinite reflector mirror consciousness. Everything's just awareness. And this surrounding of consciousness around nothing is what manifests form and shapes and physicality. And it basically reflects itself in all different ways, infinite ways. And that's why there's infinity of life. But all this happens within a no time. Because it didn't begin, it didn't end. And that's what gives it the power it's got. Because time, like I say, it is an illusion. It's there to program you. And that's how physical beings and forms exist, because of this consciousness. And it's just like a jewel of love that's reflecting itself. Everything's a jewel within this one, you see. And that's how physicality and shapes come into being. But it's all within the dream, you see. See, you don't fall asleep at night till there's nothing. You can't fall asleep until you relax and then there's nothingness. Then there's a dream. When you awaken the next day, it's just another dream. And when you awaken, there's nothingness again. When you're dreaming, you can't wake up. It's when there's nothingness, and then you're aware of this reality. But it's infinitely going on, and it's the no time existence of no time that makes everything infinity. And basically, I just wanted to do a little video on that. I get infinity of knowledge all the time, and this is knowledge that's out there. It's out there in Buddhism. It's out there with some scientists. So it's out there. It's out there with other people, that have went through my experience, and also people from thousands of years ago were saying the same things. So it's verified information. And basically I can explain it quite well now, but when I first started getting some of this information, I understood it, but I couldn't word it. For example, when I got the information of no time, I couldn't understand that at first, but then this divine consciousness showed me the science and understanding why time isn't real, that everything's infinity, and that there's only the now. And it's within this nowness that is infinity itself. And this nowness is how form is instantaneous. It didn't begin, it didn't end. And that's what gives it the super fast manifestation power. It did before it began. But it's the time that gives people the perception of how nothingness, that nothingness can't be something. Because they can't perceive, because they've been programmed. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little talk on that. This is just a quantum nothing. And that's what it is. Everything's duality within this one infinity. And it's infinitely manifest in life. That's what it's doing. It's like what I always say, life manifestation is just this infinite oneness that's in love with itself. You're simply just perceiving yourself. And when you go deep enough, there is no self, but it's this no self that is this infinite nothingness, which manifests the self-experience with a no beginning and no ending thing. And that's what gives it the power that it's got. Existence is born in non-existence. Right, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order and divine timing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.